entire DSNLU community, and we wish you the very best as you begin your journey here. I now request the Vice-Chancellor Sir to escort the Chief Guest to the dais, and we also request the Registrar Sir to come on to the dais.
Continues to grow under the leadership of our Vice-Chancellor Sir, Professor Dr. Prakasa, whose steady support has contributed to both academics as well as student-driven extracurricular activities. It is a privilege to now invite our Vice-Chancellor Sir to deliver the formal welcome address.
Honorable Vice-Chancellor, Prof.R.Venkata, International University, Goa. Sir was formerly Vice-Chancellor for 2 terms of National University, Bangalore, and my Registrar, Dr. Vice-Chancellor, teachers, student friends, parents. I deem it a privilege to welcome the freshers to Damodaram Sanjivayya National University, and we all know with lot of expectations the parents joined their children in this university, and in this university we have strived to provide basic infrastructure and academic standards, and as we all know, the students plus 12 with tender age joined here, and we have 120 seats in the first year LLB 5 years and 80 seats in LLB 3 years. So I welcome the freshers to the prestigious Damodaram Sanjivayya National University, and I also welcome the parents accompanying the students and teachers. And as we know, nowadays we are talking about justice education. So legal education transformed into justice education, and law is a regulator to regulate the behavior of the human beings at individuals level, and the human being with the society, and the human being with the state. So in order to understand the legal system, judicial process, we have to understand the social chemistry of the nation. So unless we understand the Indian society, the political structure, the economic structure, the social structure, we cannot do justice to the legal education, which is instrumental in administration of justice. So you all you all chose this profession to join as law students here. So we assure you to the best, to the maximum best of our level, we will provide the standard legal education. So apart from the formal imparting of the legal education, we will invite the jurists, the judges, the prominent advocates, and the professors like Prof.R.Venkata from time to time to enrich, to impart this particular developments in the legal system so that the student will be equipped with latest developments in the judicial process as well as the social, economic and political structure. As we all know, we are all governed by the Constitution of India. So Constitution of India is not only a mere legal document, it is a political document, economic document and social document which reflect the political, social and economic aspirations of the people. So, as a fundamental law of the land, one should know the constitutional philosophy, principles and rights and duties enshrined in the Constitution. Any constitution for that matter is theory of rights. So the rights conferred on the people and their enforcement, the corresponding duties in the society, rights at the level of rem, rights in rem, rights in persona. All these are to be understood as a law student. So here, as far as the university is concerned, university was established in 2008 under the Andhra Pradesh state government enactment DSNLU Act 2008. From then onwards, the university is dedicated to impart legal education. Initially it was started in MAP colony, then it was shifted in 2017. The university was admitted into section 2F and 2B of UGC Act, which is essential thing for any legal institution. And actually the university was named after Damodaram Sanjivayya, who is the first Dalit chief minister in the country, and he is known for his simplicity and his integrity. So we are all proud to name this university after Damodaram Sanjivayya. And actually the university offers 5-year LLB course, and we have BA LLB 2 sections, and we have also 1-year LLM in 3 specializations. The admissions for this LLB 5 years course and LLM, according to the CLAT, we are admitting the candidates to the university. And from the academic year 24-25, we also started LLB 3 years course. So now we have second batch of the students joined in this university for LLB 3 years course. DSNLU also offers PhD and LLB programs, and presently it has near about 900 students strength. So we have well equipped infrastructure, and we are trying to improve the infrastructure, facilitating the academic atmosphere in the campus. And we have already LLD students, LLD scholars were also admitted into this university. We have a strong faculty with different divergent specializations. So recently we had the permanent recruitment also. So we meet the challenges of this particular academic environment, and we had now more than 15 permanent faculty, and along with the other faculty, and actually we have sufficient infrastructure facilities. And as we had already viewed this particular short tour of this particular DSNLU, we have 45 acres above land in which we have different structures for facilitating the academic atmosphere. I welcome the freshers to this prestigious university, and I hope you enjoy all your 5 years with a serene atmosphere, with the main objective of equipping with the latest legal knowledge. So I ensure you to have discipline and academic environment to the utmost satisfaction of the concerned stakeholders. Thank you very much. I welcome Prof.R.Venkata garu also, who has readily accepted our invitation in spite of his busy schedule. I am very happy and so thankful to our Prof.R.Venkata garu. So thank you very much. I once again welcome the freshers to DSNLU. Thank you.
Better clarity of the institution amongst the incoming batch. It gives me immense pleasure to now invite Dr. Soma Bhattacharya ma'am, the Dean of Academic Affairs and Research, to address the gathering. Dr. Bhattacharya is widely respected for her dedication, academic rigor and student-centric approach. Ma'am, we warmly welcome you to apprise the students of the academic curriculum of the university.
And I warmly welcome all the students and parents on campus. So next 5 years you are going to study different subjects, and for 3 years LLB, the first year of 3 years LLB, you are also going to have experience in different subjects. You will be studying different subjects. The details of those subjects and academic calendar and schedule, it is there on the website. So kindly go there, check the academic schedule, check the subjects which are there. I am only going to apprise you about the subjects which you are going to study in your first semester. So to start with, first semester of 5 years LLB course, your first subject will be English. English as will be taken up by Dr. Sarita ma'am. Then you will be studying, I think you must be acquainted with her, ma'am has already started with her classes. Then political science, Nirmala ma'am. Then sociology will be taken by Varaprasad sir. History will be taken by Vice-Chancellor sir. Then law of torts by Madam Rifat Khan madam. And I will be taking up your legal methods. So the total credits for first year of 5 years LLB course will be 220, and in the first semester the segment of examination you have to write end semester of 50 marks, mid semester of 25 marks, and then you have a project written submission of 15 marks and viva of 10 marks. So 25 project which includes written submission as well as viva, 25 marks of mid-semester and 50 marks of end semester. Now, coming to first year of 3 years LLB, first semester you will be studying legal language and legal writing. Dr. Durga Prasad will take up that subject. He is in class at present. Then general principle of contract, Dr. Kiran Kumari will take up. Then the law of torts, again Rifat ma'am will be taking that subject. Then constitutional law 1, A. Nageshwar Rao sir will be taking. Then Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita will be taken up by Dr. A. Nageshwar Rao, and family law will be taken by Dr. Janardhan Rao. So the total credits here, it is 144 credits. For first year of 3 years LLB course, throughout the 3 years it will be 144 credits. These are the subject. And end semester will be of 50 marks, mid semester 25 marks, and project viva as well as written submission, both will be of 25 marks. Apart from this, we have only included some of the important committees in the orientation. Apart from this, there are 23 committees and 18 centers. So the members of those committees and centers, they will be apprising you at around 2:30 p.m. That is in the afternoon, they will come to your classes. Please be there. They will be apprising you about the kind of work these committees are doing or the type of research these centers are doing. They will be apprising you about it. Now, with respect to document verification, First you settle down, then in the afternoon itself we will start with the document verification of with a strength of 10 to 20 students each day. We will proceed with that. We are in the process of making group email ID. Once you all settle down, that group email ID you will have it, and on those group email IDs, all the information, handouts, any articles, any journals, we will be mailing you on that particular group email ID. And after that, you will easily have the library access. So we have one nation, one subscription, you have all the journals, everything there. You just have to pick up, you have to read those journals. So apart from this, you also have to remember one thing, that please be regular to the class. You have to be regular, on time, attend all the classes, and then you will fly with this program. Thank you very much. All the best.
It is now our honor to welcome our distinguished chief guest, Professor Dr. R.Venkata, sir, presently serving as the Vice-Chancellor in charge of India International University of Legal Education and Research, Goa. With over 45 years of teaching and research experience, he is widely regarded as a stalwart in legal academia. In addition to authoring 6 books and over 130 research papers, he has successfully guided numerous doctors and scholars and participated in academic engagements across more than 30 countries. Sir is deeply committed to the vision behind the establishment of this university and brings with him a wealth of leadership, experience and scholarly distinction. Now I request our Vice-Chancellor, sir, to felicitate our chief guest.
Vice-Chancellor of this wonderful institution, situated in a city from where the Vice-Chancellor, his colleagues, my former students, because I always believe that geniuses are never created in isolation. It's only through symbiosis and synergy that the genius gets blossomed. If I'm what I am today, it's not because of my merit, but because of the lessons I have learned from my interaction and association with my teachers, my colleagues, my students. Here in fact we have 5 generations including me. I belong to one generation. Professor Surya Prakash and others, they belong to another generation. Damodaram Sanjivayya, okay, Prakasa, and Dr. K. Sachna, former SP of police, okay. Then the parents, then the 21st century angels who have had their baptism today, this morning, into this wonderful institution. Such a lofty introduction was given about me. I will tell you only in one sentence. I continue to be a student of law, nothing more than that. One thing that had touched my heart is the memento of the violin that was presented to me. Because I come from a family of music lovers and connoisseurs of Carnatic music. My mother was a great veena artist. My father was a doctor, an ophthalmologist, astrologer, and also used to play violin. Okay. And in my drawing room, I have a photo where my father is playing violin. And therefore, let me assure you, Mr. Vice-Chancellor, this memento which has been given to me will occupy a prominent place in my front office and a central place in my heart. Be that as it may, I congratulate the foresight of the Vice-Chancellor and the colleagues for having scheduled the orientation program on a very important day called 14th July. I do not know how many of you remember that it was on 14th July 1789 that Bastille fell. And in France, even today, Bastille Day is observed on 14th July because that heralded the French Revolution and the birth of modern democracy, clarion call of liberty, equality and fraternity. And this orientation should be the first step in making you cultivate rule of law as a way of life. That is the significance of 14th July. And of course, Rousseau said at that time, man is born free, but he is everywhere in chains. But young minds think for a minute, whether if the same Rousseau comes today, he will say, man is born free, but he is everywhere in digital chains. Remember, you are so much captured by the digital world. Are we walking inadvertently into digital chains? But two things I would like to tell you. I bow down my head in reverence to the parents who are occupying the seats here. Because it is the sacrifices made by your parents which are responsible for making you adorn the campus of DSNLU today. Abdul Kalam, in his last address in Shillong, which he made at about 6:45 in the evening, he said, remember the sacrifices made by your parents and always remember 3 mothers in your life. That's the first lesson. The biological mother who has given birth to you. Rabindranath Tagore said, God created mother maybe because he cannot represent everything. If it is the biological mother who has given birth to you, the alma mater, your institution, will enable you to stand on your feet. So never let down your biological mother, never let down DSNLU, because from today onwards, wherever you go, people say you are a student of DSNLU. Remember, your status gets enhanced. Never let down this mother. The third mother is Mother India. Jawaharlal Nehru in Discovery of India says, who cares whether you live or die if India dies? Who lives if India dies and who dies if India lives? Therefore, first thing you learn is take a pledge today on 14th July 2025 that we will never let down our mothers. And to make you realize how great you are, I will take you to a speech made by Barack Obama, which was sent to me by my brother who is now in the so-called Seattle or Silicon Valley, the capital of IT in the world. Barack Obama, who himself was a professor of law before becoming the President of the United States, came to Silicon Valley to address the American voters and to seek their votes for the second time. And he started saying, fellow Americans, I'm proud of you. The word American itself in the last 4 alphabets says I can. And you have proved to the world that you can. You have conquered the outer space through NASA. You have conquered the information technology through Silicon Valley. But I ask you a question. Who is there in Silicon Valley? Who is there in NASA? You have everyone excepting Americans. You have Hispanics, you have Chinese, you have South Koreans, above all, you have Indians. Be careful about youngsters from 2 countries in the world. Immediately, like a Vishwas professor, he said, when I'm asking you to be careful about 2 youngsters from 2 countries in the world, please mention one nation. Americans are they have so much a phobia against China, for anything they mention China. Immediately a majority of them said China. Barack Obama said, do you have youngsters in China? I said, be careful about youngsters in China. Because of the skewed population policy that was observed in the 1960s, during the height of Cultural Revolution, when the couples in their reproductive years either opted for no child or for a single child, Today, China is a geriatric society where for every youngster you have 7 elderly persons. Okay, therefore you are off the mark when you say China. I mean those two countries are South Korea and India. Be careful about these two fellows. Especially Indians are aspirational. This is what Barack Obama said. They don't want to settle even for the second best. They want the best. They want better than the best. Then comes the master stroke. You are taking pride in the fact that Silicon Valley is the IT capital, IT standing for information technology. That was still yesterday, he said. From today onwards, I say IT stands for Indian talent. You represent that Indian talent. And where Barack Obama said IT stands for Indian talent, the writer Guru Charan Das, please note down his name. You will be required to read all his books, including The Difficulty of Being Good. A book absolutely about law and dharma, where he makes a comparison between Mahabharata and modern Bharat. And viciously says, Ambani brothers were fighting because Mahabharata said brothers can fight. Very simply, in one sentence he says, siblings can fight, therefore Ambani brothers were also fighting. And the difficulty of being good. Later, he wrote a book called India Grows at Night. This is the title of the book. At that book release function, I was in the dais sharing the seat with him and Girish Karnad. Okay. Then I whispered in his ears, Gulcharanji, why did you give the title India Grows at Night? He said, Professor Sam, have you read the book? I said, I'm a fan of you, I have read all your books. Okay. Then viciously he said, don't you think I have given the title India Grows at Night? Maybe because the government would be sleeping at the night. But then because you have read the book, I don't want to mislead you. Why I said India Grows at Night is, what is daytime for India is nighttime for Europe and the United States. And what is nighttime for India is daytime for the United States and Europe. And our graduates from premier institutions are going to United States and Europe and making our country grow here. And now they are returning to India because there are opportunities in India. Therefore I gave the title India Grows at Night. And then he said, Barack Obama might have said IT stands for Indian talent. I will say IT stands for India tomorrow. You represent that India tomorrow. So whenever from today onwards somebody says IT stands for information technology, immediately argue with him. You tell IT stands for Indian talent, I represent Indian talent. IT stands for India tomorrow, I represent India tomorrow. Of course, I belong to a generation which, to use the cricket metaphor, India is having a crucial day today at the large test. Okay. I have already started my second innings in a 5-day test match. But you are yet to face the first ball in the unlimited test match. Mother India is beckoning you. Mother India will bless you. And the first step you have taken today is by baptizing yourself in DSNLU. Why I am telling you is the front arm of the Indian freedom movement was the legal profession. 2/3 of the Vice-Chancellor was referring to the Constitution of India. 2/3 of the members of the Constituent Assembly were from the legal profession. And when South Africa got liberated, and when Nelson Mandela was asked to shape the destiny of South Africa by drafting the Constitution, he rummaged through all the constitutions of the world and he said, the Constitution of India is the best constitution in the world. And he has taken the help of experts from India to draft the South African Constitution, including some of the experts from National Law School, Bangalore, who went there. And because he said Indian Constitution is the best constitution. Therefore, from today onwards, whatever you do, the Constitution must be at the back of your mind, and the Constitution must be at the center of your heart. Now that should be your Constitution. And when you are embarking upon a journey of studying law, only one principle you must remember is study law with pleasure and never under pressure. school education, you are taught to answer the questions. Who is President of India? Where does he live? How is he elected? In university education, you are taught to question the answers. That's the basic difference between the school education and university education. Here you will be taught as to whether President Jain Singh was justified in exercising a pocket veto. What are the constitutional scheme of things? Whether President Hon'ble was justified in seeking an advisory opinion on the limits of the power of the governor. So this is the basic difference. Because Shashi Tharoor says, your answers may reflect your knowledge, but your questions will reflect your thinking capacity. And you are in a university to enhance your thinking capacity. And therefore start learning with pleasure. That was with pleasure. Yeah, ultimately after 1 week, my colleague Dr. Damodaram Sanjivayya and others will ask you to celebrate the Freshers' Day. You agree? And you will have a Freshers' Day to give a majestic display of your prowess in co-curricular and other things. And you do rehearsals for 24 hours. You don't get tired. You spend sleepless nights near the canteen, on the corridors, and come as fresh as those in the month of May to the Freshers' Day function. After the function is over, when you resume your classes, when the same Dayananda Murthy will ask you to write an assignment, you will say, this old man has nothing else to do. So, okay, why? What is the difference between these two? Attitude. See, as far as Freshers' Day is concerned, you will enjoy. As far as this classroom performance and other things are concerned, you think that it is a ritual. No. You make this also a pleasant exercise. And the moment you start learning with pleasure, you will see how much joy you will derive. In your school days, your school teacher must have taught you Archimedes said Eureka and started running naked when he found about the density of water. It is symbolic. Not that he started running naked. That means when you come to know about a new thing, you are so happy. You are blissful and oblivious of your surroundings. And every knowledge starts with a question mark and ends with an exclamation mark. And that joy has to be experienced. And when you experience that inner joy, which Rabindranath Tagore calls assimilation of knowledge, remember, you are reaching the highest state of bliss. And the first step you are taking today. And the first step is very important when you are going to conquer a mountain. Suppose you are a Bachendipal. You want to reach the top of a mountain. When you are taking the first step, never look at the top. Take the second step. The altitude to be covered remains n-2. Don't look at the top. Take the third step. It becomes n-3. And one fine morning, you are on the top of the mountain like Bachendipal. But normally what we do is, without taking the first step, you complain about the pedals in your shoes. Today you have already taken the first step. And please remember, in the world, no mountain is so high that it will not be under your feet when you reach the top. Once you reach the top, even the highest mountain will be under your feet. And therefore, don't look at the top. You have taken the first step in the journey of 10,000 miles. Work hard, sincerely, with dedication, devotion and determination by following one simple principle. What is that? It looks simple but very difficult to practice. Remember, the sun rises even on Sundays. Is there a Sunday for sun? The sun enjoys that. You also enjoy that. You watch your cricket, but you read. Okay. Remember, all holidays are holy days. The spelling is the same. H-O-L-I-D-A-Y. If you cultivate this attitude of, remember, sun rising on Sundays and holidays being holy and enjoying everything you do, you don't require a vacation at all. I tell my colleagues always, you must join a job where you don't require a vacation because every day should be like a vacation. That means you must enjoy what you are doing. And please remember the fundamental truth. When you are transitioning from the school stage to college stage, till yesterday, you were studying to satisfy your parents. And the moment the bedroom light in your parents' bedroom was switched off, you also used to sleep. But today onwards, remember, you have to study for yourselves. And this transition is very important. Start enjoying things. That's the reason why Parkiwala said, when he was asked to address the students, with that I close. After the basic structure theory doctrine was given to us, most of you know in Kesavananda Bharati's case, thanks to Parkiwala, Parkiwala was invited to address the Ferguson College of Law Students in Pune. And 3 judges of the Supreme Court who delivered Kesavananda Bharati's case were also there on the dais. And Parkiwala started addressing them and he said, fellow students. Immediately one judge said, Parkiwala used to be called as Nani endearingly, Nani Parkiwala. Nani, have I heard you correctly? You argued so brilliantly in Kesavananda Bharati's case that we said how unfortunate it is that only judgments of the court are preserved for posterity but not the arguments of the advocates. And only we look forward to the day when the arguments of the advocates are also preserved. And that made us give the basic structure. And today you are calling them fellow students. Have I heard you correctly? You know what he said? Yes, my lord. I meant what I said. Because I believe that a young person, when he is on the roads of a law college, he will be a law student. After completing your 3-year sojourn or 5-year sojourn, as the case might be, when you walk from the university to the universe, Parkiwala said, this law student will become a student of law. And throughout his life he will be a student of law. In that sense, I continue to be a student of law. And you know, Parkiwala was one advocate who, after becoming the #1 advocate in the country, never hesitated to argue even in a trial court. Some advocates, when they become seniors, they refuse to argue because their ego prevents them. They want to appear only in the high courts and the Supreme Courts. Parkiwala used to say, there is nothing like a high court and a lower court. All courts perform the same function in the administration of justice. The hierarchy of the courts is for a different purpose, he used to say. And therefore, he used to argue in the trial courts also. At that stage, he said, my lord, today when I have a matter to argue in a trial court, at 10:30 in the morning, my trousers would start trembling like a first-year student appearing for the first moot court. And the day on which my trousers start trembling, I quit the profession, he said. That means I am perennially a first-year student of law, trying to learn the basics of law. If you believe this, remember, you have completed half of your journey. Because Parkiwala always used to say, knowledge is that which does not add to your arrogance and ego. If it adds to your arrogance and ego, it's not knowledge. If it adds to your contentment and happiness, it is knowledge. And therefore, acquired knowledge, please remember, legal profession is known as a learned profession, not because display of learning should be exhibited in your professional movements, but because exemplary conduct, which is a corollary and consequence of learning, is required in legal profession. So what is required? Exemplary conduct. I wind up with the words of former Chief Justice of India, L. Warren, Chief Justice of the United States. Yes, L. Warren. He was asked to address students like this in Yale Law School in America. He completed address and he was asked a question by the media people. Sir, from among these students, whom would you like to appoint as judicial officers if a chance is given to you? Even the Chief Justice. They were gold medalists, they were top rankers, they were 90% above. You know what he said? A good human being who also knows a bit of law. He said, I would like to appoint a good human being who also knows a bit of law. So first thing that you are required to do is cultivate the habits of becoming a good human being. Remembering what Swami Vivekananda said about human being. You know, he said, education is not information. Education is formation. Formation of a complete human being. And that which bridges the distance between a human being and being human is education. That which bridges the distance between a human being and being human is education. We are all human beings. But how many of us are being human? Then Swamiji was asked a question. Swamiji, people say daily in the evening you have the privilege of interacting with the goddess Kali Mata. We are ordinary mortals. We don't have the privilege. Can you tell us how goddess Kali Mata looks like? This was the question put to him. You know what Swamiji said? Is there God? Is there goddess? No. But he did not stop there. He said, this is very important for you. Perfect human being is God, and imperfect God is human being. And education is that removes those imperfections. Perfect human being is God, imperfect God is human being, and education is that removes those imperfections. So, let your education in DSNLU be the first step in removing those imperfections and in making you a human being. Because whatever you do in life, cultivate two habits. Number one, passion for what you do. Because unless you develop passion for what you do, you cannot achieve that fundamental duty in the Constitution of India called striving towards excellence in your individual sphere of activity and collective sphere so that the nation constitutes the nations. So, but what do you mean by excellence? Excellence in the product or excellence in the human being? Academic excellence without human excellence is disastrous. Winning a university gold medal by plagiarizing is not excellence. Winning an Olympic gold medal by doping is not excellence. You should not only be an excellent product, you should be an excellent human being. Therefore, if you develop that through your passion for what you do, don't stop there. Compassion for whom you do. This is very important. Passion for what you do and compassion for whom you do. And the last message I want to give you in presence of your parents is, remember what Mother Teresa said in one context. After saying passion and compassion, she said, how can you love God when you cannot, how can you love God whom you cannot see, when you cannot love human beings whom you see? Have you understood it? How can you love God whom you cannot see, when you cannot love human beings whom you see? Therefore, youngsters, whatever we may say, the ultimate yardstick of contentment in life is only one sentence which I have written. I keep it in my room. What is that you know? Choose the power of love over love of power. Choose the power of love over love of power. It is only through that you become a good human being and you make surroundings around us more safe, more secure and more just. Why I am telling you all these things is, the course into which you have taken admission today would lead you to a profession which is the only profession to be mentioned in the Constitution of India. Article 22(1) says to be defended by a legal practice of your choice. So you are going to adorn a profession which is constitutionally ordained and let that visible and invisible constitution dictate all your doings. May God bless you, may God Saraswati bless you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Profusely thanking Professor Venkata for his excellent orientation lecture to inspire our young students. I am happy to announce from this academic year we have 50 students NCC was sanctioned. So the students who are interested can join in the NCC program from this year. So thank you very much.
We now invite Dr. Bhagyalakshmi ma'am, Assistant Professor and Chief Warden for the Girls Hostel, to introduce the Girls Hostel Department. Ma'am has played a key role in ensuring a safe, well-managed and a student-friendly residential environment on campus. I request her to brief you on the hostel facilities, rules and support systems in place for all the girls students.
Good morning, respected dignitaries, parents and dear students. I am Dr. Bhagyalakshmi, faculty and Chief Warden of DSNLU Girls Hostel, and he is Dr. Deepthi, Warden of Girls Hostel. I think you might have read Girls Hostel manual in website. Yes or no? Yes. Right. Many institutions may have vision, but our DSNLU is traveling from vision to reality under the guidance and leadership of our Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor Sir, Professor D.Surya sir. Right. So, here I would like to say that I can proudly say we are not only imparting excellent legal education, we are also providing safe and ragging-free environment to you. Previously, girls used to stay 3 per member in the girls' hostel, one only. But our Vice-Chancellor sir has converted all teaching and non-teaching quarters into hostel for the benefit, safety and anti-ragging free environment. To create this environment, sir has converted these flats into hostel rooms. Right? So here I would like to say what you need to follow. And without taking permission, pre-approval from the warden and chief warden, you cannot leave the campus. And please parents, please remember that when your student is taking outpass means, there is a presumption that your student is already has given information to their parent. Outpass form is available with matter, and please fill that form and take the signatures of both the wardens and chief warden, then leave the campus, especially for the night outstay. And when you are going outside, daytime, please come to the campus within 9:30. And all these 2 days, I observed that many first year students are very supportive and very friendly and very cooperative. Thank you for that. Right. And the second one is that 24/7, you will be monitored by warden, chief warden, matrons and security guards. Suppose if you have any problem regarding any issues, and kindly drop a message to warden, or you can inform the matrons there. Right. And your well-being will be monitored by all these people. Please remember that. And if there is any sickness or any illness, and university doctor will be available at the campus only from 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock, and please be there. And the second one is that ambulance is also there, and you can avail the services of the ambulance. And discipline and safety are our main motto, and please be see that you must maintain that decorum. And lastly, I wanted to say, I am just 5 minutes away from the campus. At any time, if you have any necessity, you can drop a message. I am pleasure to be here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Up next Sir, Associate Professor and Chief Warden of the Boys Hostel. Sir has been actively involved in maintaining a smooth and supportive residential environment for the Boys Hostel. He will now share important details regarding the facilities, code of conduct and general functioning of the hostels.
The students, with so much of hopes we are coming here, 5-year LLB students as well as 3-year LLB students. We are assuring you on behalf of our Honorable Vice-Chancellor Sir, we will give you the best of the facilities with respect to studies and for the staying purposes. And firstly, I would like to thank our Honorable Vice-Chancellor Sir, who has taken extra initiative to upgrade the boys hostel facilities. If you could see right now, the hostel is really good place to stay. Comfortable for you all to stay here. And then the main motto for you is to study well, right? And again, the rider here is do not stay long period of time in the hostel. It is expected of you to stay maximum of the time in the academic building, in the classroom as well as in the library. Of course, the hostel facilities would be good, but still do not stick to the beds. Get up. There is a lot of competition around, because along with you in the year 2025 till 2030 for the 5-year LLB students, and for 3-year LLB students 2025 to 28, there are thousands of students who have taken admissions along with you in different universities and colleges. And what you are supposed to be another person, and how do you prove yourself in the market? It all depends how much time you are going to dedicate yourself with the books, as rightly been pointed out by Honorable Vice-Chancellor Sir and the guest of honor of today, that take studies as a pleasure, not as a pressure, because law is going to be full of black and white letters with plenty of pages. Therefore, it is to be understood that you are supposed to take it as a pleasure, then your sojourn into the future would become easy, right? As far as boys hostel is concerned, we have got 2 buildings, all of you have already seen, and some of you have already taken the admissions into the hostels, the old boys hostel and the new academic building, which we are giving it an AC and non-AC, and it depends on you what you are going to choose. But then like 24/7 we have hostel assistants who are going to assist you. If you have any difficulty, you can always bring it to their notice. Subsequently, they are going to bring it to our notice. We are going to address the issue as quickly as possible. Again, I request to all the parents, do not press the panic button. Suppose your ward is going to call you up, please do not press the panic button. Here we are, if you are very close to your child and you might be very far, do not need to worry. We are here, system is in place to take care of your ward's well-being, right? And I request all the parents, one thing, please do not give lot of pocket money to your children, because there is not much of time for them to spend, because in university almost all the facilities are there. Your mess fee is there, mess is there, right? Because money will not make you to sit down in one particular place constantly. It will keep torturing you to go out, because money is there, and then you can find out your companions to go out. That is not good, because if you are going to spend a good amount of time with the books, it can make you to grow further in your profession. If you are going around and you are going to miss many of the fun in the studies. So therefore, I request all of the parents, please do not give lot of money. And then if your children are going to spend lot of time with the books, that time is going to earn them money, and then they can become independent, as rightly been pointed out by our previous speaker, that if you should know how to question the answers, for which you need to spend lot of time with the books. And then of course, with respect to our library is going to expand and then tell you how to use the library, and then we the teachers are going to teach you, interact with you every day, and then you can come to us with so many questions, right? We are not expecting to know the answers, but then you are supposed to come up with the questions to us, and we are lucky to have such a great leader in front of us, our Honorable Vice-Chancellor Sir, who is having unique qualities of all the 3 departments. He is a great administrator, and then a researcher, and then a great scholar. So you can approach him. Sir is accessible to all of us. And then if you have coming to me with any particular problem, in turn you can go to Sir, and Sir is going to solve the issues to us. And then rest assured, be safe, be strong, be concentrated on your studies. And we are going to help you out for everything with respect to the voice hostel is concerned. And thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Hostel timings are like 10 o'clock it will be closed, 9:30 will be, main gate will be closed, but then inside the campus the hostel timings are generally morning 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock, the library timings will be there. So I are expected to be in the hostel by before 12 o'clock in your respective rooms. And then if you are interested to go out, you are expected to take a specific permission from the wardens and the chief warden. Okay, you need to supposed to fill the form. In case of emergency, if you are not able to fill that particular form, what is the procedure? You can inform the hostel assistants. Subsequently, you can come and take the permission from us if it is necessary and with the permission of your parents. Okay? Without informing us, please do not leave. And thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now invite Professor Nandini Ma'am, convener of the Anti-Ragging Committee, to brief you on the university's anti-ragging regulations. She has been actively involved in creating a safe and inclusive campus environment. We invite you, ma'am, to outline the preventive measures, reporting mechanisms and policies in place to ensure a ragging-free experience at DSNLU.
Thank you, Lalita. Good morning, sir. To the authorities of the university. The parents who have come to drop your child for the next 5 years and 3 years. Probably you expect that everything is going to be safe. I'll be assured that we are going to be safe. But also tell your children that they also take some self-regulatory reforms on their own. The reason is that, first thing I will tell you is that anti-ragging squad and anti-ragging committee is there in the university. Why is it there? You are very new to the environment and basically you all feel that you are somewhere out. I know that it's not like homely today, but the next 5 years or the 3 years will be your home. But at the end of the day, we know that seniors will behave like seniors. They think that by living 1 year before, that is coming 1 year before you, they think that we have done much better job than what you all have done. Probably that is the reason they think that they can introduce. I will tell you that familiarization is also ragging. According to the rules which are laid down by the Higher Education Council, which says that what exactly, read with the UGC regulations, it is very clear that if they try to tell you that we are going to take an intro of your, that's the way, informally they will tell you it's an intro. If they just ask your name and all, you can to that extent bear, you bear. Otherwise, we always are open, our numbers are available in the website. If you want, you can take it from any one of us. Kindly inform us before. What you all do is that, you always think when the hierarchy of codes are there, I only wanted to stress upon this that, you kindly inform the university first. What our students do is write one complaint throughout the world. They will mark it to Chancellor Sir, they will mark it to Chief Justice of India, they will mark it to UGC, whoever is visible on the website you will mark. Don't do that. You always have to go to the lower court first. That is the hierarchy of courts. Please come to us. Any of us, we are all here, either the wardens will get to know it, the authority, the committee which is constituted by the Honorable Vice-Chancellor will get to know it. We have a hearing because one of the students made a complaint, immediately we have taken necessary actions. The reason is we are active 24/7. Kindly see to it that you keep us informed first. You can take your problems to your parents. We don't tell you should not tell your parents, but kindly also think that we are quasi-parents to you as still you are going to be here in the university. Kindly understand, before I tell anything further, what you are going to
sow is what you are going to reap. If today you are telling that you are going to complain, I am not telling that don't complain, complain, but next year you will not do the same thing. This is what the culture, anti-ragging, zero tolerance to ragging means. This juniors, that is the freshers who have come today, are not going to rag next year because you become senior at that time. The same process continues. That is why we humbly request. I think 3-year students will not have much of problems because they have already finished their graduation and then come. I don't think there have been anything problem with that. 5 years are still young, 18 plus, they have come from schools and parents used to wake you up, parents used to tell go to school, all that. Now nobody will tell you all that. So you have to do it on your own. But kindly see to it that regulate your behavior on your own. We are not here to regulate, we are only to guide you as elders, as teachers. The one thing which we want to tell is, kindly look at the website, note down the phone numbers of all of ours, take the email of concerned authorities and kindly mail it to us if you have any problems. We are at your service, the best of our ability to see to it that you will not get really harassed by any of your seniors. Okay? I think you'll be friends in another 1 week or so, then you'll start enjoying your stay here. But still then, thank you for giving me the opportunity, sir. And all of you, my dear colleagues, and the parents and the friends, kindly, youngsters, see to it that you follow your rules and regulation. Rule of law prevails here. And I think sir also first sentence he told is rule of law will prevail here. He's Vice-Chancellor is actually, our Vice-Chancellor is very humble, and I will only tell you that he's student friendly also, but he will get angry when you do something wrong. So let us take that advantage of his goodness to a certain extent and tell that unless, don't make him get angry. That is what the only mantra which you have to follow. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity. All the best for your stay in India and India and Mera Bharat Mahan. DSNLU is also going to be made Mahan by all of you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, and my dear students and parents. Good morning, Mananavu. I am Dr. Rajesh Jampani, Deputy Librarian and Librarian in charge. Our library timing is morning 8 o'clock to midnight 12 o'clock. It will be open on all working days except public holidays. Even if the request comes, then even public holidays also will open the library. There is no issue. And our library has a rich collection of print books and e-resources. When it comes to print books, so many legal dictionaries, encyclopedias, law reports, law reviews, whatnot, everything is there in print books. And when it comes to e-resources, we have 2 e-book platforms and 2 journal platforms, 12 e-database platforms. It covers all the data, whatever is required for your research work. The resources are ready to give you the facility. And we have databases like Manupatra, SEC Online, Westlaw, Hain Online, Kluwer Arbitration, Justmundi, LiveLaw. Like that, 12 e-databases are there. And we have one more facility, that is online facility. Whenever you are, wherever you are, at any time, you will get the resources. We will provide you one user ID and password. With that user ID and password, you can get the access anywhere, anytime. Even if you are at home or when you are in, participating to moot court competition or anywhere, you will get the resources. So that is the best resources, that is the best provision we have in our library. And one more thing, one nation, one subscription, ONOS, that is a government initiation, and we have the subscription for that. We have the access for one nation, one subscription. With that ONOS, more than 13,000 journals will get the access. And apart from that, almost all the publishers like Oxford University Press, Cambridge University Press, all they are providing their content through one nation, one subscription. So this is the most useful resource for each and every law graduate, not even law graduate, multiple disciplines are there in ONOS. So if you want to require any sociology subject or any political subject, that content is available in One Nation, One subscription. And one more thing, we have Turnitin and Urkun facility, that is anti-plagiarism tool. In case if you write any paper, if you want to check whether the similarity is there or not, these two platforms are there, Turnitin and Urkun. So with this facility, you can check your papers whether it is plagiarized or not. So that is from my side. And during your, I will take one more session during your classworks to explain the resources. What are the resources available and how to utilize those resources, and what are the benefits to use the resources. I will explain in one session. Thank you.
Honorable Vice-Chancellor sir, Registrar sir, and all the faculty members and my dear students. So I am Mr. Raju from the DSNLU. I am working as a physical director, and we have a very good infrastructure of sports, both the hostels, in the girls hostel and boys hostel. We have 2 gyms, and we have a basketball court, volleyball courts, and 2 badminton courts in each hostel. And also with the Honorable Vice-Chancellor sir supported us in indoor sports complex. We started indoor sports complex nearby this, you can see here. And every day in the morning 6 to 9 you can play, 6 to 8 you can play. And the evenings you can start playing by after classes till 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. you can play. We have a very good floodlights, everything we have. And I request all the junior students, please enjoy the DSNLU facilities, whatever we are giving for the sports and all, you enjoy here. Don't spoil any atmosphere and any sports equipment and all. This is our sincere request to all the students. And one more important thing is, you came here for study from so far, various places you came here. Enjoy your life with education and extracurricular activities, not outside of the campus curricular activities. I request everyone, enjoy all the 5 years and fly with your whatever law course, complete your law course and enjoy this, our atmosphere. Thank you very much sir, Honorable Vice-Chancellor sir.
Thank you, sir. We now request Professor K. Sudha ma'am to acquaint the new batch with the examination structure at DSNLU. Ma'am has been a constant academic support for students, and we now request her to apprise the students of the examination system, which forms a core part of the academic life at DSNLU. Good morning to everyone, and welcome to the first batch students, first year students. When we speak about the examination department, all the rules have been uploaded in the website. I would request all the students and the parents to go through them very carefully. But a few things I'll just place it for the sake of convenience. We have mid-semester exams and end-semester exams every semester. And apart from mid-semester, we have to submit a project. And you have to take a Viva. So this mid-semester and the project, they are 50 marks. Mid-semester is 25 marks, and the projects including the Vivas would be 25 marks. The end semester will be 50 marks. Coming to you have credits. Those credits, Madam must have explained while dealing with the academic issues. All those details are given in the website. Coming to if there is any malpractice, what kind of things have to be taken care of. I think most of them who walk into this profession would like to follow a certain kind of code of conduct,
I think even with respect to examinations department, we have a code of conduct. Everything is well placed. We are almost into 15 to 16 years into it. It's well, the whole examination department would welcome you. If there are any doubts, please express them. You can go and walk into the examination department and get your clarification. Thank you.
We have to stitch for the hostel. We have to stitch in the
Library in charge. So how much time will you take more for the issue of books, sir?
15 days. For 15 days we will give 2 books, sir, and accordingly they can exchange the books.
Sir, I think presently students don't have the roll number, so probably there is a...
Once if they get the roll numbers, we will start our process.
Really, is it possible to issue them?
Meanwhile, they will sit in the library because our library timing is morning 8 to midnight 12 o'clock. So most of their senior.
The new students, I think first of its kind in the history of DSNLU. Recently, with the efforts of Hon'ble Vice-Chancellor, we have recently introduced NCC to the law students. First year students can enroll and second year students can also enroll for 5 years course, and 3 year course first year students can also enroll in NCC Army. You all know about NCC? NCC? Both boys and girls can take part in the NCC. Recently all of us have witnessed this Operation Sindoor. Is it right or not? So the second line of defense is NCC. As you all know that National Cadet Corps is for unity and discipline, wherein we have the integration camps. You can also attend the trekking expeditions, Republic Day parade also you can witness, and you have all annual training camps and combined annual training camps will be there for all the NCC cadets, wherein you can participate in environmental programs, pollution, anti-ragging, even anti-drug campaign. So all these are a part of NCC. So whoever is interested, you can definitely contact us later for the program. Okay, thank you.
There is one thing kindly take note of. Make sure that you are present in the class. 70% attendance is compulsory. And all the other committees and centers which are there, from tomorrow onwards, they will come to the, not class, after class hours they will be calling you and they will apprise you about their activities from tomorrow onwards.
We extend our gratitude to all the dignitaries, faculty members, students and parents for their presence and participation. To formally conclude the proceedings, we now invite Dr. Vice-Chancellor, Registrar in charge of DSNLU, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Honorable Vice-Chancellor, sir, and my faculty members, and students and parents. Good morning all. And on behalf of DSNLU, I welcome all first years, 3 years and 5 year students. So my sincere advice is, better after this session go for a tour, just see all the facilities. We have provided almost all world-class facilities, whether it is classroom, or moot court, or any facilities. It's almost world-class facilities we are providing here. At the same time, just go for a tour and visit all the places, whether it's convenient or not, just verify. And with these few words, I welcome all these new students to DSNLU. I thank Honorable Vice-Chancellor, sir, for arranging a wonderful orientation program with the presence of Prof.R.Venkata, sir. Really, it was inspiring and intellectual speech. And I also thankful to Chief Wardens, Bhagyalakshmi ma'am and Naidu sir for presenting their rules and regulations about hostel and campus rules. And also thankful to Sudha ma'am, who is the examination in charge, delivered a speech on the examination pattern and all. Also thankful to Dr. Soma ma'am, and who has been behind this particular the activity orientation program and planned accordingly for the convenience of the students. And at the same time, I also thankful to Professor Nandini ma'am, who has presented here about anti-ragging committee, and ma'am is there to take care of you.
and don't bother at any time, you can contact her. At the same time, I also thankful to library staff and Prof.R.Venkata sir for their presentations here. And at the same time, I once again thank all the parents who are present here for the orientation program. Thank you very much for thank you.
We kindly request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
Just one announcement, there will be no classes post the orientation program. Please have a look around the campus.
But from tomorrow onwards, there will be regular classes.
And from tomorrow onwards, there will be regular classes.
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे